2, 3. What's up, guys? What's up? Just turn off the music for you guys. What is up, guys? Welcome back to But It's More Crypto. Once again, I'm JJ, your host, and I'm here with Crypto Poppy, the brains of this operation. Today, we're coming back with another live technical analysis show. We're going to touch on some coins that we haven't touched on in a while and some that we haven't even touched on at all. So hopefully you guys get some more education, entertainment from these videos. In the future, if you want us to analyze any of your favorite coins, let us know in the comment section on X, on Instagram, whichever way you guys want to talk to us. We're there for you guys. We'll be updating the Discord too. We're hoping to do maybe a call-in show one of these days, so you guys call in and just if you guys have any crypto questions in general, you could ask Crypto Poppy, and that's kind of our goal. But anyway, so today what we have in store for you guys is going to be the first one is going to be Litecoin, the one that used to be number 3, right? On the
back in the day.
Back in the day, but you know, it's a new day now, so it's not.
True.
But still one of the major Bitcoins in this industry. Litecoin, back, what was it, 2022, we did the Litecoin Summit in Las Vegas. That was great, super fun. We met Tyler.
Oh, yeah.
From AMP and Flexa.
The
highlight right there. So anyways, all right. So now I'm going to hand it over to Crypto Poppy. He's going to do live technical analysis on Litecoin. Go for it.
All right. So we're starting with Litecoin paired with the US dollar. Weekly time frame data is coming in from Coinbase. So you could see here, just looking at the chart, we're nice and zoomed out. You could see here we've had some nice all-time highs around the low $400 range. Current price is at $81.19. But with our highs, we've also made a decent amount of lows, which you could see most recent lows here, September 2024 was about $55, right under, I don't know what it wicked down to, but low $50 range. So we're up nicely since then. We've had some nice movements up to the upside to, just about $150. So from here, let's just zoom in and take a look at current price action, more relevant price action to see what Litecoin's looking to do in the near future. So you could see here our zero movement of our Fibonacci is at about $40.18. And it looks like that was that swing low came in on June 6, 2022. Then we just have it extended out here. You could see here we bounced off the bottom. We came up to the 236. We were rejected back down, had a nice little double top, but rejected us right back down. But our support was holding up till we pumped up above it. The weekly candle even closed above the 236, which at the time for me, that would have been a buy signal. But then what did we do the following week? We just melted back down, retested it again as resistance before melting even further, almost getting pulled back to our Fibonacci, but not quite. And as some time goes by, you could see here we have a trend line here, which first touch point was all the way back here on March 9th, 2020. Second touch point was here on June 13th, 2022, and it's just extended out. So we didn't want to get pulled all the way down to the zero movement. We have that trend line, which as time goes on is going to lead us to the upside, gradually lead us to the upside. It's not an extreme, extreme trend line guiding us to the upside, but it's ever so gradual. And you could see here when we get above it, as time goes by, catching some resistance on the Fibonacci, we're getting pulled back towards the trend line. We pump up above the 236, we hit our red box of resistance, and when we start to dump down, look to where we get pulled to. So with current price at $81.22, it looks like Litecoin could potentially come down to roughly about $64, $65, possibly wick below the trend line like it did back here August 5th, 2024. So look for a possible wick down to the downside, maybe to the high $50 range before continuing to move up to the upside with Litecoin. But also one of our last, a couple lives ago when we did analysis on Litecoin, you could see here we have a trend line overhead. Let me just adjust this ever so slightly. And our second touch point looks like right about here. Lock it into place. So we have our first touch point here at the top of the green wick on December 2nd, 2024. Second touch point here is this red wick from October 6th, 2025, and just extend it out to the right. So it looks like we could possibly come down, tap our white trend line, which is our support trend line currently. We could come down, touch the mid $60 range to high $50 range before moving back up to the upside. And if we get above our 236 level at $101, looks like we could possibly touch $127 before blasting off to start chasing possibly our 618 level at $201, our 786 at $245. Then as those prices start to come in, then we could reassess and do some more technical analysis on that. But let's take out our measuring tool here. From current price roughly to the support trend line below us is about 20% to the downside. To the upside, to our 236 from current price is 25% to the upside. To our purple trend line, which is acting as resistance over to the top, is about 60% to the upside. Then we have our 618 fib level that we talked about is 150% movement to the upside. Then our 786 fib level is 205% to the upside. So a beautiful upside potential on Litecoin, very minimal downside risk with Litecoin, even though I personally would like an entry closer to maybe $55 if I'm being nitpicky. That's where my lowest buy limit would be set, not financial advice. But again, these aren't bad prices to potentially risk missing that 200% movement to the top because you want to get in an extra 20% better price point would be a little ridiculous, but you know, we're hedged elsewhere. We're safe elsewhere. But that's Litecoin for us. That's my technical analysis on Litecoin. Passing it back to the man, JJ.
You guys heard it here first. We're Litecoin still looking good. It's always been a good coin. That was one of the first cryptos that Crypto Poppin invested in, and I think he might have some that he even forgot about. I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
somewhere in a ledger somewhere. But anyways, that was Litecoin for you guys. And before we move on to the next coin, I'm gonna have to ask you guys. I hate doing this, but I have to. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're currently at 788 subscribers. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We're so close to it. So please make sure you subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing. Super cheap. It's free. We like free here. I like free coins. I like free everything, okay? Also, leave a like on this video. Comment down below. Throw something in the chat, whatever. If you guys want any coins for us to analyze, let us know. All right. We're done with that. Next coin, another favorite from the top Google searches, I guess, is going to be Dogecoin. You can't forget about the Dogecoin.
I need to find it first. I know I have it on here.
It's been a while, huh?
There we go. I see the little puppy on there.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my. The puppy came out and danced. You guys didn't see it. Okay. So
all right. Okay. So anyways, guys, we're going to move on to the next coin. It's going to be Dogecoin. Doge, Elon's favorite crypto. I don't know so much anymore. But anyways, we're going to do live technical analysis on Doge. I'm going to hand it up to Crypto Poppy.
All right. So I'm going to give you guys that effect real quick, just so you guys could see the Doge dog just as I did. So here we go. Oh, he didn't pop out to come and play. It was a big, huge Doge dog over here. All right, so we have Dogecoin paired with the US dollar. Weekly time frame data is coming in from none other but Coinbase. So you could see here when Coinbase initially listed Dogecoin on May 31st, 2021, it just straight dumped from 48 cents. Looked like it come over the couple weeks of being listed, looked like it came all the way down to about 16 cents before bouncing, making a move back up to about 35 cents, coming back down, just about retesting the lows, but it fell shy of that, came to about 19 cents, just about 20, bounced back up before doing what every other coin did in late 2021, early 2022. We just fell straight to the downside, fell off a cliff there. And you could see here, we have our Fibonacci. Our one movement is up here at about 35 cents. And that's looked like I plotted it on August 23rd, 2021. Our zero movement, which is our swing low, looks like it's down here on June 13th, 2022. And I just have it extended out. Haven't had to mess with the Doge chart too much just because aesthetically, even looking at it now, and it's been quite some time since I've even looked at this chart, it's still lining up very precisely. It looks good. The only thing that fell a little short was the 1618 up here at about 54 cents. When we moved here at the end of 2024, we didn't quite make that push all the way up. But nevertheless, the 786, the 618, 236, all of that looks good. It's holding up very well. What I could do is extend this out. I need to unlock this. Let's move that bottom. Let's just push it, extend it out, and I'm looking over there to the left. Perfect. All right, so we have it extended out to the right just to give us more leeway to, as time goes on, to fill in before having to move it again. Fibonacci looks good. We're bouncing around. We have our zero movement here. Have found a little resistance on the 236. We stayed below it for quite some time, but we didn't break that zero movement to the downside. But finally got above the 236 just effortlessly, as you can see there. Let's zoom in and take a better look. Could see we just blasted right through. There was absolutely no resistance. We almost made a movement to the 618, fell just shy of that before coming back down and finding resistance before bouncing off of our 236. Couldn't hold that up. We came below it, got back above it, came below it, found slight resistance for a few weeks before blasting right through it. Blast through the 618, blast through the 786, blast through the one movement, and let's go make a new all-time high for Doge, but fell very short because off the top of my head, I think Doge went to about 75 cents. But for the Coinbase chart, nevertheless, just about made an all-time high there before rejecting back down and just, stair-stepping our way down the Fibonacci extension, coming all the way down to the 236 practically, just about touched it before bouncing around between the 618, 786 before coming down and finding some support on our 236. So what makes sense from here, again, this isn't extremely difficult or hard technical analysis. You could just look to the left as we have lows here to our left. We have lows. We had a little pump. We've held up some higher lows from the previous lows down here. We had a nice pump up to the upside again, which was creating a higher high from our last high. We came down, found some slight resistance on the 236, did dip below it. But look, we have a higher low from our previous low. And what did we do? We had our previous high. We made a new high, a higher high compared to our previous high. And what have we done since then? Coming down to the downside, we've held up our higher lows, right? These lows are higher than our previous lows here, previous lows here. So we're trending to the upside. Nevertheless, it's, over, over a year time frame. So you definitely have to have patience in the market. But I would definitely say as long as things stay relevant and good in the market, bullish momentum continues in the market, Bitcoin keeps doing what it's doing, it's holding strong, some money starts to flow into altcoins, I expect Dogecoin to go from current price action where it's finding support on the 236, where it's putting in a higher low than the previous low, and the previous low before that were trending higher lows and higher highs. So from current price to our 618 is 68% to the upside. Next stop would be our 786 is 105% to the upside. Our one movement is 150% to the upside. And then our one movement of our 618 would be 285% movement to the upside, which is roughly at, what's that, 54 cents? So Dogecoin could make beautiful movements to 23 cents, 28 cents, 35 cents, and 54 cents. And then once the 786 becomes relevant and we get price action up there, then we could reassess, see where we're at, see what Dogecoin could potentially do. Not financial advice, but we're at our higher low compared to our previous higher low, compared to the previous higher low. So beautiful buying opportunity on Dogecoin right now. Seems like a pretty solid setup to make a, 150%. And that would just be, adding a little fuel to the fire at 54 cents. Because like I said, Doge's all-time high off the top of my head, I do believe is about 75 cents. But, nobody runs price up better than the Doge boys. One tweet from Elon, this could be at $1. So Dogecoin looks great setup. I would say we're pretty bottomed out unless something crazy happens in the crypto space. But again, that's crypto. We could be, we could definitely fall back down to the 5 cent range, or we could be back up at the 75 cent range. That's the beautiful thing about crypto. So that's it for Dogecoin. Taking it back to JJ.
All right. Can you put your microphone just a little bit closer?
Oh, of course.
Goes in and out a little bit. Thank you.
No problem.
All right. So that was that for Dogecoin. Still a good coin. And the crazy thing about it is people forget that's just the meme coin. That was specifically what it's made for. It was just for the love of the game. Put money in there. Let's see if you make some money or not, and lose it. That's your fault. That was literally just for a gamble, basically. And a lot of people took it, and look how people ran with it now. It's like one of the staples now in the crypto market, which is insane. Anyways, okay, so that was that for Dogecoin. Good setup. The market still looks bullish, and overall, I think Bitcoin still, is still on a higher high right now. It's in the 90,000s, right?
Yeah.
And it was trending like 88,000, 87,000. So the market still looks good overall.
True, yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, that was that for Dogecoin. Before we move on to the next coin, I just wanted to remind you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're currently at 788 subscribers. We are on the road to 1,000. We're so close. Please help us out. Subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing. All right. For the next one, another one, Dogecoin's, what would it be, brother, cousin?
Oh, no. No, sir.
yes. That's a still popular coin. No. It's crazy. I haven't heard. Yeah, that's because I was looking up like the top 10, most searched coins, and Shiba Inu is still one of those. Hey, but before we get started, I kind of want Crypto Papa to tell you what happened with that coin, why he got into it. He was in it for a minute.
Yeah, so Shiba back in the day, well before the Coinbase listing, September 6, 2021, I would say maybe even about a year-ish, maybe not quite a year before Shiba was listed on Coinbase. A lot of our friend group are Doge maximalists, love Dogecoin, love Elon, which, nothing wrong with that. But, that was the beginning of the meme coin phase,
era,
craze, era, insert whatever word you want into that. So I didn't want Dogecoin, regardless of what people are saying. Oh, it could go from 3 cents to $500 in the matter of a minute. Oh, well, I'm good. I'll pass on that. Meme coins, that's just a joke. That's not what I want the crypto space to be around and be thought of, and people coming to the crypto just for stupid meme coins. But little did I know that's Dogecoin is a blue chip coin now, technically. So what I did was, okay, what's the rival to Dogecoin? What do Doge people hate on? And I found Shiba. It wasn't hard because Dogecoin people will definitely give you their opinion on everything. So it was Shiba versus Dogecoin. Shiba could never be Dogecoin. Shiba could never do what Dogecoin has done, will do, and is going to do. It could never fill those shoes of being a retarded meme token. So I bought a billion token just to, rub some salt in the wound to say, hey, I'm Team Shiba, just to talk nonsense to my friends.
It's like a football rivalry.
Exactly. That whole Dogecoin. It's the Ravens and Steelers. Unfortunately, my Ravens fell short last Sunday. But so, yeah, rivalry is excellent word for that. So I bought a billion Shiba token. I believe it cost me about 30 high 3,000s to like low 4,000s out of my pocket to get a billion Shiba token at the time. And then Shiba starts blowing up. I don't know if the Dogecoin fanboys are like, oh, let me dabble in this a little bit as well. Whatever it may be, Shiba blew up. And all that is more buyers than sellers, fandemonium, the new craze, the new poop coin, the new meme coin. So it went crazy. And I'm telling the story, but I'm trying to think. But I turned that $4,000 into just shy of $100,000. And same thing when I would talk to the Doge people. Hey, I'm up so much on Shiba. And as we're talking, I was teaching Ryan about technical analysis at the time. I was at his shop showing him some technical analysis. And we look at Shiba, and Shiba's just through the roof. Right? This is the craziest pump with Shiba at the time. And like I said, my $4,000 at that specific time, that first pump, probably went to like 25,000. And I was like, oh man, I'm going to take some profit, explaining to him my mindset on why I'm going to at least take some skin out of the game.
Yeah.
And not just him, but most people, Doge people, just don't understand. Well, no, why Shiba could go to a penny, Shiba could go to $1, Shiba could go to a quarter, whatever it may be. Well, no, I'm in the coin for $4,000 and it's valued at $20,000, $25,000 right now. I'm just at least going to take out the skin in the game.
Yeah,
I'm going to take out my initial investment. And so I do that, do some sell limits in front of people. Boom, those get triggered. And I think it was on Coinbase.com at the time.
Yeah.
And then a couple days, a week goes by, whatever it may be, not very long. Then now that 25,000 is now 40,000. Then it's 50,000. Now it's 60,000. And I'm sending screenshots to all the Doge fanboys, just showing getting out of my position. Oh, I'm taking another 10% off. Oh, why would you do that? It could still go up more. You're taking too much skin out of the game. Well, no, taking 10%, you're talking another $5,000. It's valued at 50,000 right now. That's more than I even put in the token, and I already took out what I put into the token. And then just so on and so forth. I took about anywhere between 80 to 100,000 out on it and never looked back. Just to show my Doge friends of how to handle meme coins, how you should go about it. If you get lucky enough to win a gamble in meme coins or crypto in general, or any investment, or at the casino, whatever it may be, hey, take your profit, take your winnings, save some money for your taxes, and reinvest that into cryptos that are actually working towards something, that have accomplished things. Put it into precious metals, put it into other investments that are a little bit more solid that you can stand behind. But anyways, that's the Shiba rant.
Not financial advice.
Not at all.
But yeah, so I think nobody really understood the mindset at that time. Everybody got very greedy, and they risked it all for just a little more, another 10%, 20%. When they could just, pull out their first initial investment in. But that was his story. But anyways, now we're gonna do a light technical analysis on Shiba Inu. I'm gonna hand it over to Crypto Poppy. Here we go. You're on the show.
Oh, yes, sir.
There we go.
All right. So you could see how long it's been since I did technical analysis on Shiba. This was probably done in mid 2022. And then it looks like we probably went over it for a live again here, which if I plotted the 2 touch points here, we were probably doing technical analysis. Oh, mid last year isn't too bad. I thought it would mid to early last year. That's not too bad. So I kind of want to extend the Fibonacci. Yeah. You know, let's create a new one. Let's delete this one. Let's create a new Fibonacci based off of this swing high here on March 4th, 2024. And let's go swing low would pretty much be current price action. So we could go off of that red candle, looks like December 15th, 2025. So let's get our Fibonacci out. Let's go swing high, bring it out to swing low. I'm going to have to zoom in real quick to get that zero movement a little bit better. All right, looks close enough. And the zero movement I'm doing off of the bottom of the green candle instead of the red one, December 29th, 2025. So we have that locked in. We have our trend line that we plotted, Lord knows when, but mid to early last year. First touch point is August 5th, 2024. Second touch point is February 3rd, 2025, and we just have it extended out to the right. So as far as Fibonacci goes, we don't have too much analysis to do on that because we just have our blow off movement. We have our swing high up here at about 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. I can't tell. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. Sorry, 4 zeros, 4, 5, 6. Then we came all the way down. We did, find a little bit of support / resistance on the 618. Fell down to the 236 where we sat on and found some support. We did break through, obviously. Tried to move up, broke back below it, retested it as a resistance, couldn't get above it, came back, retested, broke above it, came down, retested it as support before moving up to the next level of the Fibonacci, the 618, before breaking above it, getting rejected back all the way back down over the matter of a couple months, back below the 236. And then we've just been shuffling around over here on our trend line, which is gradually leading us to the upside. But we broke below it, retested it as resistance. We were rejected all the way down to the downside, which is where we created our zero movement for our Fibonacci, but we have bounced off of it quite beautifully, to be honest with you. From our Fibonacci to current price, we bounced off of it about 25% to the swing high of it, to the top of that red wick here from January 5th, 2026. We bounced off of that Fibonacci at the high of the wick earlier this year, a week ago, 46%. So beautiful movement with Shiba right to start the year with. That's a great movement. So I would say, doing basic technical analysis on this, we should come up, retest that trend line as resistance. Mm-hmm. And if we break above it, we're definitely going to the 236. Let me adjust the chart a little bit to get the 618 in there. So when I measure this, so let's take a look in the meantime. So from current price to the downside, we could definitely come down here. Oops, it's not wanting to go. We could definitely come down about 17%, which would put us on that zero movement, our swing low of our Fibonacci. So about 17% movement to the downside, roughly from current price to the top of the purple trend line, which is acting as resistance, is 48%. To our 236, if we ever overcome that trend line, is about 85% movement to the upside. And if we overcome that purple trend line, the 236, the next level is our 618, which is 255% movement to the upside. So again, like a lot of the setups we've covered and we're going to cover in this live stream, very minimal downside with 150 to 250% movement to the upside, depending on the coin you're looking at. So great movement to the upside, minimal downside. So that's all I have for Shiba. It's definitely great to revisit this. This is an extremely simple setup. If you are looking to get into technical analysis, I would say the Shiba Inu, however you say it, paired with the US dollar, weekly time frame. Coinbase chart on the, again, weekly time frame. Definitely start off on the weekly time frame. This would be a great place to go through and learn, practice technical analysis with some trend lines, Fibonacci's, get the measuring tool out, see how everything's lining up, see some trades, possible setups. Shiba looks good. It looks like could potentially be primed for a nice 255% movement to the upside. Worst case scenario, 48% movement to the upside, but that's great gains, not financial advice. Passing it back to the man, the myth, the legend, JJ.
All right. So, I mean, I think Shiba Inu looks very similar to Dogecoin, the way it's moving right now. So there's a lot of potential in it. I mean, you heard it from the man. If you get in it at a good price and just let it run, it could run. I mean, it ran up he ran up $4,000 to $100,000, and that's insane. Right. But you could do that in the crypto market, and you could still do Definitely. It. You could still do it right now. You know, we'll see what happens.
Anvil,
yes. We'll see what happens once regulation starts coming in. There's more set laws on the books for crypto in general. We'll see how that starts changing the whole dynamic of crypto, because like Crypto Pop has been in this market for a really long time, so he's seen it change from back in the day, right? How everything will move differently. Everything moves different now, so hopefully we're able to tell how things are going to be moving in the future as well once regulation comes in.
You got to put a background on you.
So this is what happens if I add the filter on the green screen, and it also removes the green candles on the chart.
Oh, what?
Yeah, because it's all in one input, so like it's going through one input, so still it does it through the whole
crazy.
Thing. So that's why I took it off, because that's what happened last time too. So I took it off.
Nice,
but it's fine. So I do like the green screen. So when I'm editing, it's easy to like remove the background and I add stuff on it. But anyways, guys, that was Shiba Inu. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Before we move on, I got to remind you again, we're on the road to 1,000 YouTube subscribers. We're currently at 788. Please subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost a thing. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, so every time we go live, I post a video, short, whatever it is, you're able to watch it right when it comes out, so you don't get left out on this good information. Anyways, that was that for Shiba Inu. The next one we had in stores. This is a very popular coin as well. This is like this could be Ethereum's evil brother, Solana.
Oh my guy doesn't stop.
No, I don't stop. This is just a bunch of coins that we haven't hit on in a while. Hopefully you guys are up for this and you guys watch this video. So yeah, so the next one, Solana. I know FTX had a lot to do with Solana. A lot of people were scared when FTX started crashing. They thought it was going to bring down Solana with them. It didn't. It got way more popular now. I think Pump Fund, that's when people just make their own poop coins, meme coins, whatever you want to call them. They use Solana for their blockchain, and it's very popular. There's a lot of people, pump. They're having fun pumping coins and dumping them as well. So watch out for that. Anyways, we're gonna get into the next live technical analysis. Solana, Sol. Hand it over to Crypto Poppy.
All right, give me just a second.
Let me give him a second, because it's been a while since we talked about Sol.
I know that it's on here.
We talked about it before, so it's on the videos. I'll edit it somewhere right here. Boop.
Yeah,
the video will come up right here.
Oh, I think the internet's.
Is it a little wacky?
Yeah, let's see.
We're looking good on the live stream so far. Let me check. Yeah, looking good still.
Bear with me. Bear
with Crypto Poppy. Let him do his thing.
Oh, it's all the way at the bottom. That's why. Right where it belongs.
All right. Okay. So Crypto Poppy has it. Let me. All right, guys. Let me hand it over to Crypto Poppy.
All right. We have Solana paired with the US dollar. Weekly time frame. Data is coming in from Coinbase. So to pop right into most recent price action, looks like my Fibonacci, my one movement is drawn here from March 18th, 2024. The zero movement, our swing low, is here March 31st, 2025. And we just have it extended out to the right. So this looks great. Just I get that we're super compressed in this Fibonacci, but that's great price action. Let me break out the measuring tool. From swing low to swing high is about a 200% price range where we're in, I guess. So it's not very tight. It's not a super tight price range. So with it being a 200% price range, you could see here, came up to the one movement, came back down, stair step down slightly all the way to the 236, came up to the 786, which you like to see, came down again, found a little support / resistance on the 618 for a second, came below it, went above it, fell all the way back down to the 236 before starting to move up to the upside. And you could see right there where we find some resistance right at our 618 here. Break above it, not quite to the 786, come below it, start to break above it, make our one movement, overpass our one movement, which was the previous high, create some new all-time highs here. You could see that Solana went all the way just shy of $300 per coin before coming down to the downside. And then what did we do? We came to the 786, found a little resistance, bounced off of it, bounced off of the one movement before getting rejected back down. Came back down to the 618, found some support before trying to bounce up to the upside. Didn't quite make it to the 786 before melting all the way down to the 236. That couldn't stop Solana. It was a falling knife. Nobody could catch it. It was cutting everybody's fingers. Made the zero movement before bouncing off of the zero movement all the way up from the 0 to the 786, which is a crazy, beautiful movement. Quite insane. Just remember this movement with the past couple of coins we talked about, right? The zero movement down at the bottom went all the way to the 786, and on the previous coins that was anywhere between 150% to 255%. Beautiful movement. So went all the way from the zero movement to the 786 before getting rejected down, came all the way back down to the 236. But what did that do? We had our low, we had a higher low, and we didn't quite make a higher high before rejecting all the way back down to our 236. So what happened here with this movement? I would confidently say we're probably going to plug in again. And if these don't hold up, right, we had our high, we had our all-time high. So we had a high with our zero movement right here back in early 2024. So we had our all-time high. We had created a higher high, and then our current all-time high, which was a higher high than that. So if we have our high, lower high, we're probably going to plug in a lower high, a higher low, I should say. So it looks like we could definitely make a nice movement to the upside with Solana. So from current price to the zero movement is about 30%, 31% movement to the downside. But Solana, unlike a couple of coins that we've covered already, there's a lot more room to the downside, because to our zero movement being that 31%, 30%, puts us at about $95 per coin. So we could definitely go a lot lower than that with Solana. But from current price to our 618, now let's look at the upside. We have 21%. At the 618, the 786, we have 35%. To our one movement, we have 52%. Then to our 618 Fibonacci level, 100% movement to the upside. But that would definitely just about break our all-time high, the all-time high on the coin, and definitely put us into price discovery mode. But you could see here, we have potentially 105% movement to the upside on Solana, with, I would definitely say, the risk to reward for Solana isn't quite there to where I would invest in it. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't invest in Solana regardless, but the risk reward setup on Solana, we're doing technical analysis on this right now, I would just say isn't there. I mean, if you would ladder in your buys, definitely, not financial advice, but it looks like over here, right? Let's plot some horizontal rays because Jonathan likes receipts. Horizontal rays. So if I was buying, I would definitely obviously have one at the zero movement. I'm not going to plot a horizontal ray there. But just where my eyes take me here, I'm looking at the bottom of that red candle body there, and I'm going to plot it. So the bottom of this red candle body here, December 11th, 2023, that's where I would have a buy limit, not financial advice. Next one, I'm looking at the top of that green wick here on November 6th, 2023. I'd have a buy limit there. And I would definitely have a buy limit lower, possibly if we're going back in time to look over here. Let me just plot one more. I'm looking at the bottom of this red candle body here from June 6, 2022. And just have that plotted out. But realistically, if we broke below our $55 horizontal ray from back here in late 2023, if we broke below that, Jesus, I don't know where Solana would go. We would have to go back, look super far back, but not financial advice. This is just for entertainment. If I would buy Solana, the setup would be these horizontal rays here for my buy limits, probably about 10% of my overall money that I would want to put in would be here at $70.85. Then say another then I would put about 15% at $55.58. So that's 25%, and I would save the remaining 75% for, a black swan event. If you had a wick come all the way down here to $31.67. But again, if it comes down that far, I would be a little hesitant to where Solana could potentially go to the downside. And then the whole market, where would we be at that point? You know what I mean? Somewhere where we don't want to be. But that's it for Solana. That's my analysis on Solana. Passing it back to the man.
There we go. Oh, yeah, you can't hear the sound effects, so you don't got headphones on.
Nice. I was like, what's he doing?
Anyways, that was that for Solana. So I know there's a lot of people that love Solana. As you could tell from the setup, not financial advice, the risk to reward ratio is probably not there if you're looking to make big, if you're looking to multiply your money more than once. I don't think from what I saw in the technical analysis, it's probably not there. But if you're already in Solana, you buy low, not financial advice, but if I was in that position, I would wait a little longer to see where it goes. Anyways,
True.
That was Solana. Before we move on to the next one, once again, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll leave it at that. Okay, for the next one, we got. I don't think we talked about this one before.
Oh no! What do we got?
We got Binance Coin. Binance, BNB.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever traded that.
A long time ago, when I would trade on Binance,
Okay.
you would get a huge discount on the fees if you held BNB for the purpose of paying for your trading fees. So I definitely have dabbled in BNB, but not in a long time.
He's a crypto bet. He's been in it.
Oh yeah, long time.
All right, let me know when you have it ready. Let me know. In the meantime, let's see. Let me give you some more sound effects. Why not?
Do it, because I want the BNB on Coinbase. Just because I love Coinbase.
Let's see. What do we have? I'll give you some more. Let me see hopefully it's not too loud for you guys on your end. Oh, yeah, not too bad. A little clapping.
Why isn't it letting me know?
Okay. That's enough of that. We're just waiting for Crypto
Okay,
Puppy.
perfect. Got it.
All right. Awesome. All right. So we're about to do light technical analysis on BNB, Binance Coin. Let me hand it over to Crypto Puppy.
All right. So we're about to do this together now because we need to go get BNB somewhere else. So Binance, BNB paired with the US dollar weekly time frame. Data is coming from Coinbase. I thought BNB was on Coinbase a lot longer than this, but it's just saying October 20th, 2025. So we are going to get one pair, maybe the actual Binance one. Well, yeah, let's do Binance. We're going to do it paired with the US dollar instead of... No, we'll do Tether. Why not?
Okay.
I do have it because it's telling me to delete it.
Then do that one then.
I know, I'm trying to find it. So it's this one we're going to delete. You guys got to find it with me. Let's see. Where are you? Where are you? BNB. Huh. No, but then I can't find it. I wonder if I have it hidden for some reason on my thing on accident. That would be. So let's do it.
Again, add it again. There you go. I think I added it now. Yep, right there.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that, people.
Fresh set of eyes.
True. All right. Let me just adjust the chart real quick.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, my God. All right. So we have Binance Coin paired with Tether. Weekly time frame data is coming in from Binance. So, I mean, you could see just a beautiful movement, right? Where it's down so low, right? Couple dollars, maybe up to about $20 for multiple years, maybe up to about $30 for a long time from late 2017 all the way till about December 2020 before it started to go crazy. But we're not going to go and look at that. We're going to look at current price action. Current price is $911.68.
That's a good price.
True. 911. Love that Porsche. All right. So from here, let's plot a Fibonacci. So we're going to grab the Fibonacci tool. We're going to go off of the top wick of this red candle from October 13th, 2025. I'm just moving over to the side. And we're going to plot our swing low, which we definitely could come down to these levels, but let's keep it current. Let's see where we're at. Let's do a fresh Fibonacci. So our swing low here is the bottom of this red wick from November 17th, 2025. Then we just have it extended out to the right. Let's lock it into place. So here we have a fresh Fibonacci. We have our one movement up here. We came down. We've got below our 618, tried to break above it, found a little resistance before coming down, broke below the 236, found a little resistance, can't get above it, and we're knocking on that door. We're knocking on that 236 door right there to break above it and start continuing this party back up to the upside. So that's the Fibonacci there. Let's see if we can plot a trend line. Let's adjust this chart a little smaller, get a little more data here for me. So my eye instantly goes to the bottom of this green wick here from August 5th, 2024. Let's get a trend line out here. So let's click there. And let's take a look here. Do I like this one, the red? Do I like the green? I think I like the green. So we have our first touch point was back here, like I said, August 5th, 2024. Second touch point, I'm going with the bottom of this green candle wick from March 10th, 2025. And we have it just extended out to the right here. So we have our trend line below us, which is going to act as support and guide us to the upside. Looks like, too, we could even plot a trend line to the top. I'm looking here, but I don't know if I want to look here. That might be too aggressive there. So the top of this green wick here from June 3rd, 2024. Trying to get the top of it. And I'm looking at the top of this candle body here. We lock it into place. So second touch point is here, December 2nd, 2024, and we just extended it out to the right. So definitely could be some resistance to the upside, some support to the downside. So from here, let's break out our measuring tool here from current price to the bottom to our trend line to the downside. That's guiding us to the upside as support would be 28% to the downside. That would also break our zero movement, and I would have to plug in a new actual swing low to the Fibonacci. But from current price to the trend line over top, that would be extremely bullish if we broke through and started getting candle body closures, is about 7% movement to the upside. But once we break above that, right, because 7% in the crypto market isn't extremely difficult. Our 618 for BNB is about 25% movement to the upside. 786 is 35% percent movement to the upside, and our one movement, which I believe is the all-time high for BNB, is about 50% movement to the upside. So again, risk reward isn't quite there to where I would want to jump into BNB, but it's a very solid coin, has a very loyal following. It's was created by Binance, which is an amazing exchange, world-renowned exchange at that. But, they've kind of rubbed us AMP community wrong when they delisted us about a year and a half ago or so. Shoot, maybe even 2 years. But if we do break that one movement and start making some all-time highs, potentially where BNB could go is $1,731, which is our 618 movement. Another 618 movement, $2,312, $2,893. So if we start breaking all-time highs, which we'll definitely do a live if and when we start approaching that, and we could cover that then. But to stay more relevant, these are levels, but once we break that one movement, those are definitely levels of where BNB could possibly go, where it could potentially go before it starts to reverse to the downside. And if we got up to here, $1,731 roughly, and we wicked above it, but the candle body didn't close above it, I would definitely be looking at the trend lines, right? And our Fibonacci's to where we could potentially fall to, potentially get a swing trade set up to go with that, entry points. But just like the last token, let's look at some entry points, not financial advice. And this is stuff that I'll be looking to do in the Discord. Horizontal ray, if I would be buying, looking at the top of these candle bodies for some support right there of a good spot to enter. Another one, not financial advice. We could look down here at these two candle bodies, a good spot to enter. Break this out again. A third one, let's see, a doomsday one. Be down here looking at these candle bodies here. That would be a great entry level. So here's three levels, not financial advice, just for entertainment. If you were looking at current price of where to potentially set up a trade long for Binance, would be here. But again, if Binance falls to these levels, I don't know if the all-time high levels would be relevant. We would have to create a new zero movement for the Fibonacci to see where we could potentially go from there. But that's it for BNB. Look for this to potentially be in the Discord in the not so distant future.
That was BNB, the second biggest exchange in the world next to Coinbase. They're doing a lot of good things there. They have a lot of coins, except one of the ones that we like, and they listed it because they got scared. Hopefully that changes now that everything's moving towards crypto regulations, and a lot of exchanges start thinking about it. Now big companies, banks are starting offering crypto as an investment, part of their people's portfolios. Things are looking good, even though prices are not doing what we want them to do just yet. I think retail buyers are already tapped out. That's what we're kind of like. The prices haven't moved a lot. I think hopefully after the Clarity Act passes in Congress and here in the United States, hopefully that pushes institutions to start dumping money into the market, because that's the next thing we need. The big institutions start dumping money into the market, and that's going to make a big difference there. All right, guys. So that was that for BNB, Binance Coin. The next one, another one that people really like, Cardano, ADA.
Oh yeah, I have that on my list.
Okay, awesome. Let me get wait for Crypto Poppy to pull it up. Let me know. Hope everybody's having a good night so far. This Saturday.
Oh yeah, we had 7 people in the live a minute ago when I finished with BNB. That was awesome.
Yeah, so people are watching a little bit. So hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday today. Look at us over here working hard for you guys, making sure everybody stays updated with the market. Don't be afraid, guys. We've been here before.
All right. I got Cardano pulled up whenever you're ready.
Before we move on, please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. 788 subscribers currently. We want to get to 1,000. Please subscribe. All right. So for the next coin, the next light technical analysis is going to be Cardano, ADA. I'm going to hand it over to Crypto Poppy. Go ahead.
All right. So we have Cardano paired with the US dollar. Weekly time frame data is coming in from Coinbase. Let's update my yellow Fibonacci to the white Fibonacci that I like now. So here, this one's going to be extremely easy, similar to Shiba and Doge when it comes to the Fibonacci setup. We have our Fibonacci drawn all the way back in the day from August 30th, 2021, which is our one movement. Our zero movement is somewhere here in mid to late 2023 for our swing low, our zero movement of the Fibonacci. And you could see here, I mean, what's the point of messing with the Fibonacci if it's extremely, even though it's from back in mid to late 2021, it's still relevant. It's still, all of these price levels are still going to be relevant when Cardano starts to moon and start moving up to the upside, aggressively moving up to the upside. We could definitely plot a Fibonacci extension within this price action, which is our current price action. But I would say let's keep it simple. Let's keep it straight to the point, nice and easy. Simple chart with Cardano. Now let's adjust and see what Cardano is doing. So here you could see we broke below the 236 back in early 2022, continued to move to the downside, little sideways action, dump to the downside, just like what was happening throughout 2022 with most of the market. We came down here, created our swing low for our Fibonacci. We came down here one time, pumped above it, started to come down here a second time, made a little pump to the upside, came and visited it for a third time before moving up to the upside. And we tried to go to the 236, but we didn't quite make it before getting rejected back down, but we didn't quite come to our zero movement of the Fibonacci. So that just shows me this is a higher low than our previous low, and that's a great sign. We had a high, then we made a higher high, so a low and a higher low. So when we started to move to the upside, definitely a higher high was on the horizon. 236 is definitely on the cards. And we have our red box of support / resistance, which at the time was resistance. Broke above it, came back down to the 236, made some movements up before crashing back down below the 236. Came back above it again effortlessly before getting rejected back down. We tried to come back up to the 236, didn't quite make it. Came back down, but again, didn't come down to our zero movement. And then again, we rinse and repeat. We came back up to that 236 and we were rejected back down. And here we are now, potentially going to start making that movement to the upside. Again, as long as the market continues to trend to the upside, Bitcoin either cools down or starts to go parabolic again. So then if it cools down, money could flow into altcoins and boom, give us an alt season and let's move. So one thing that I will add here for Cardano is a trend line. So let's go here, get our trend line here. First touch point, my eye goes to here, the bottom of this red wick here from August 5th, 2024. Gonna do our second touch point right here on our green candle body from last week. Boom, let's lock that into place. So just ever so slightly gonna guide us to the upside. When we do start moving to the upside, that could be a place in the future where we could find some support and get pulled to. But just like the other coins, let's do some measuring. So from current price down to our trend line would be about 13% movement to the downside. From current price down to our zero movement of the Fibonacci would be 41%. From current price to our 236 fib level is 133% to the upside. To the top of our red box of resistance would be 151%. So we're going to keep that simple with Cardano because that's huge movements that need to come in. So you still have some risk to the downside, a high risk to the downside, but you also have high reward to the upside. For me, that just wouldn't balance out like some of the other tokens. Yep. It's high risk, but it's also high reward. With Cardano, decent setup here, but I would definitely wait until price came down, possibly came down a little bit lower. But again, we're already at the lows for Cardano, so that's difficult to say. Again, none of this is financial advice, but we're so close and so near to the bottom, and yet so far from $3.10 Cardano. Let's measure that, because I know JJ likes the big high percentages. Roughly from current price to our previous all-time high, 717% to the upside. So Cardano would definitely be a great hodl, a long-term investment, not financial advice, just to set it and forget it. So that's all I have for Cardano. I'll save this for next time we cover it in the future and send it back to the one, the only JJ.
And that was that for Cardano, ADA. I don't know what you guys think. Let us know in the comment section down below, in the chat. Let us know. But just, I mean, this coins surprisingly have been looking at a little bit the same. I mean, well, you know, everything kind of looks the same with Bitcoin, and Ethereum goes up and down, right? But that was that for Cardano. Not too much going on. We just gotta wait. Big movement.
All right, hold on a comment real quick here.
Hold on.
So yeah, I agree that it'll be nice once alt season starts kicking off. But with that, just to cover that comment real quick, is that we need Bitcoin to continue doing what it's doing. Bitcoin's about $90,000 a coin right now. Yeah, 90,600 and some change. So Bitcoin just needs to continue to do what it does. It needs to either continue gradually grinding to the upside, or it just needs to move sideways. Let some of that money flow into altcoins. Let some of that money flow into Ethereum. Let Ethereum create a new all-time high. Let Ethereum go parabolic. And then same thing, let Ethereum cool off for a minute, right? Some big blue chips will definitely go with Ethereum. There will definitely be some random coins that pop off. But then after Ethereum makes its move and cools off, then the money flows into, you know, mid and small cap altcoins. And that's our true, real alt season. I definitely agree. Alt season will be a thing of beauty. Excited for it, looking forward to it, but it's bittersweet because I like the downside. I love to be able to buy. I love it. I love growing and accumulating my holdings, taking that money from the bank and putting that into crypto holdings, taking that money from gold, soon to be platinum, soon to be palladium, and from gold and silver mainly now, and putting it elsewhere where that money worked beautifully for me. That money worked extremely hard. We're at all-time highs for some of those precious metals, and to shuttle that money, the yin and yang, take from the precious metals, put it into crypto, take some profit from there, put it into, you know, traditional TradFi, into some traditional investments, to the stock market, into palladium and platinum. Well, platinum's moved like crazy, into palladium that hasn't quite performed like gold and silver and platinum. It's a yin and yang. So I love it. I love the upside and I love the downside. My bad.
All right, no problem. Hey, I like that. Hey, that was your answer for Badir Mohammed. He was the one that made that comment. All right, Dr. Hot Sauce in the live chat.
Dr. Hot Sauce.
When will the all season be? That's the biggest question that we all want to answer.
Just joined, so I don't know. We have no idea. It just depends on what the market does. Are people buying more than they're selling? Are they selling more than they're buying? Are they panicking and running to Bitcoin as their security blanket, cutting their losses with altcoins, running to the big daddy Bitcoin, the Dawn, the one, the only, the safe haven, the place to preserve your wealth? Or are people going to start pulling that, you know, hey, I'm confident now. I'm going to take my profits from Bitcoin and hey, let's put it in this Ethereum thing. Let's put it into some of these altcoins. So when it's going to happen, I mean, who knows? I would love it if I had the crystal ball, the magic cylinder to tell me when that would be. But, you know, that's just a question we don't know. But we're setting ourselves up for success. We've been buying the lows. We're pointing out some specific tokens, not financial advice, where some great entry points would be. And with a lot of these tokens, we're at great entry points, not financial advice, but you want to be buying towards the bottom of a token or towards the bottom of a stock, whatever it may be, of a precious metal. You want to do most of your buying at the bottom when it's red, when there's blood in the sea. to then utilize and capitalize on that risk to reward. Okay, we're at a great risk to reward. There's extremely low risk with an extremely high reward setup. We're 10% from the all-time low, but we're 700% from the all-time high. So that's, we don't know when it's going to start. Hopefully sooner rather than later, though, I would say.
Before you move on, because I know there's some more live chat comments.
What up, Phil?
So I'm sure you guys heard this saying, if you guys are into the financial area of YouTube and all that, it's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market, right? We're setting ourselves up for buying all these coins for very low. One of the live chatters just commented that they made some profit on Zcash. We made some profit on Zcash because some profit, maybe a lot of profit, who knows, right? But let's just say that we got in around the average price was $22, got up all the way to $740. So you may do the math there. How much can you possibly make from that? So it's not. So we're setting ourselves up for a big run. We're looking at all these prices. They're staying low, like Crypto Poppy said. He loves the low prices because he could buy a lot. He has a lot of dry ammo to deploy when he needs it. Not everybody does, but if you have a little bit of cash, not financial advice, instead of buying a coffee, myself, I'm going to start until AM hits $1. So, we don't put it, you don't buy your coffee, your chips or whatever. Start buying a little bit of crypto here, crypto there. The beauty of a crypto is that you can buy fractions. You don't have to buy the whole crypto coin. So, start putting money into it. Look at it as like a savings account. Not financial advice, but look at it that way. And, you might be able to accumulate as much as possible right now, because when things start moving, you don't want to get left behind. And by then, when you hear random people talking about, random coins or coins that you heard of before, it's already too late for you to start getting into those. But anyways, that was that. Crypto Pop is in the live chat. I know I've seen.
It's fun.
All right, so let's see, Phil.
But one more for Phil.
Yeah, go ahead.
We covered Shiba about what, 20 minutes ago?
We just covered Shiba.
So maybe rewind to Shiba. We have some decent setups for that. But again, also make sure you're subscribed, because JJ will definitely edit that Shiba video and get that out very soon.
And I know you mentioned, I don't know if Crypto Pop had already seen that, but we're about to cover Pepe too.
Oh, no. I did see it. I was hoping we wouldn't.
Well, we are. Now that somebody specifically asked for it, we're about to cover it. Okay, guys?
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
All right, so what else? And we'll check out for Maria Mohammed. I know JYAI. I don't think I heard of this one. It's on the Ethereum chain too.
Oh, so ERC20 token.
Yep,
Nice.
yep. JYAI. So we'll cover that right now. Let me look. Have a... Yeah, Dr. Hot Sauce, thank you for subscribing. We appreciate you. Thank you for taking the time. We love it. We love it. Now the chat's popping up because of you guys. Mohammed and Dr. Hot Sauce. Phil. I just like calling you Dr. Hot Sauce.
I know. That's pretty cool. That's an awesome name.
I love that name. Yeah, it's pretty good. So let's see. Yeah, so we're going to do that Litecoin analysis for Mohammed real quick. See if he finds it.
Oh, yeah, I found it. I'm ready.
All right, perfect. All right, so Mohammed, this one's for you. Thank you for watching. We get back to the community. You guys have questions for us about crypto. Crypto Pop has been in the crypto market for a really long time, longer than most people that just recently got in. So he knows a lot. He has a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom. He lived and breathed life technical analysis. That's why he makes it seem so easy when he's talking about the charts. But anyways, we're about to cover what is it? JYAI coin on.
Oh, I thought we were doing the Pepe one.
We'll do Pepe and then we'll do
Pepe.
one for you. We'll do the Pepe, PP. All right. Before we move on to the next coin, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're on the road to 1,000 YouTube subscribers. We're currently at 789 now, I think, because Phil, our good pal Phil, just subscribed. 789 subscribers. Please subscribe. Doesn't cost a thing. It's pretty cheap to subscribe. But now we're gonna do live technical analysis on Pepe, PP, Peep, whatever you guys want to call it. I'm gonna hand it over to Crypto Poppy.
All right, so we have Pepe paired with the US dollar. Weekly time frame data is coming in from Coinbase. So it was listed not too long ago on Coinbase. We have November 11th, 2024. And I like to keep my time frames large. I love doing technical analysis on the weekly time frame because I'm not doing day trading. I'm not looking into making 2% movement or possibly leverage trading, that 2%, 10x leverage trading for 20%, getting in and out of the market regularly. So I like to keep it large. I like to swing trade long-term investment. So I like to keep it on the weekly time frame. So let's break out our Fibonacci, and we're going to go from our swing high, which is December 9th, 2024. Line that up. Looks like our swing low is just here recently. Let's extend this out a little bit. Looks like our swing low is here from December 15th, 2025. We just have it extended out here. Let's lock it into place. All right, so you could see here, swing high, came down, little support on the 618, right? It's not quite sitting on it as nicely as I would like on the 618, but I do like the way the Fibonacci looks with the 236, so I'm going to keep it how it is. But we could definitely play with it. We could go from, instead of swing high wick, we could go from swing high candle body, and it might line up a little bit nicer. But for now, I'm going to keep it on with swing high with the wick. So you could see here, like I said, we came down to the 618. We bounced off of that ever so slightly, broke back below the 618, wicked above it one last time, retest and see if we could get and close above it. We couldn't. Melted all the way to the downside, came down to the 236, where we were sitting on it as support before breaking below it. We tried to retest it to the upside to retest the 236 as resistance, and we got slapped right back down. Did it again a couple weeks later. A couple weeks after that, that second retest there, we finally broke above it, but we didn't quite make the movement to the 618 before coming back down, retesting the 236 as support. We sat on that for quite some time, couldn't make that pump up to the 618 and beyond, broke below the 236, came down and put in our zero movement. So things don't look too great for the token currently because of the this red current candle body. We would definitely want to see this turn into a wick and start approaching the 236 and close green. We have 18 hours, 19 minutes, and 51 seconds currently left on the weekly time frame, on the weekly candle body, excuse me. But here, I don't know. It just it doesn't look that great. No, we don't have too much data. I know I could switch from the Coinbase chart and find one with more data, but it looks like if we don't hold up at least our zero movement, we could create a new all-time low for the token. And again, that's just on the Coinbase chart. But let's look to see if things turn around with the token to see where we possibly could go. So from current price, if we come down to our zero movement, that's about 38%. Wow, that's a lot. 38% movement to the downside. If we come back up and retest our 236 level, that's about 61% movement to the upside. So beautiful upside potential. If we come here to retest our 618, 222% movement to the upside, and our 786, we have just shy of 300% movement to the upside. So like I was talking about with risk to reward ratio, I just don't think it's there with the token specifically. If it's something you've held and you've held at your average price is higher than the current market price, definitely dollar cost average, not financial advice. Great dollar cost averaging opportunity. But if you're not in the token, I would say it doesn't have that great of a setup for the risk to reward for the downside compared to the upside. But definitely, anything can happen. This is an extremely popular meme token that has a huge following. I know that. An enormous following. So definitely that 200% movement to the, or 300% movement to the 786, that could be nothing. That could probably occur in a couple days, couple week time frame for a meme coin like this, especially being valued where it's valued. But I don't know if there's even a cap on the supply that'll ever exist. So that I don't know. That definitely plays a huge factor into altcoins and cryptos in general. But I mean, you have a good setup. You have minimal downside with that 38%, but you have also 300% movement to the upside. And again, if this is a token you dollar cost average in, if your average price is above current price, that's a buy. If it's below, I would say hold off. put that money elsewhere. You know what I mean? Put it into a different token. Do some more research. Watch this channel a little bit more. Dabble into some Anvil, dabble into some AMP, dabble into some, little something else. But this definitely has a great setup. So that's it. I'll definitely save this for the future to come and pass it back over to JJ.
Oh man, we got another request too. It's finally popping on the live chat. So let me go.
Oh, I like XLM.
Okay, so but let's hook up our boy Mohammed first with a JYAI. See if you can find it, dude.
Okay,
we'll hook you up, Mohammed. So like we mentioned before, and like just Crypto Poppy talked about, we understand why meme coins are so popular, but we just don't, we'd rather minimize our risk as much as possible and at the same time get as much reward as possible as well. And that's very difficult with meme coins. I mean, you can make a lot of money, but you can also lose basically all your money. It could definitely be more of a rug pull in those types of situations. But either way, like we said, this is not financial advice. You guys do what you guys want to do.
So real quick, one thing while I'm looking for it.
Yes.
Do you want it paired with the USDC, USDT, USD, USDT? How do you want it paired? Then which exchange? We have crypto, Polynix. What else do we have? Looks like Coin Exchange. So just let me know if you want USDC, USDT, USD, USDT. Put my screen up, JJ.
Yeah, let me put them up. So, all right, Mohammed, let us know which one you want. Which pair with which coin.
So we'll put this one. We'll call this 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Okay, yeah.
So let me know 1, 2, 3, or 4.
What pairing? Let us know.
What is this called? Oh my Lord! This is Jerry the Turtle. Oh my goodness! What do you have me looking at?
Hey, this is for, like I said, we're here for the people. You guys
request. I have a tortoise named Mary. They needed to put it Mary the Turtle.
Hey, we're
Mary
the
tortoise
on that pump fun hype too, and make coins about anything we want.
Hey, true.
All right, so let's see. Gala, also Gala. Okay, all right. Bisalka, give us some time. Yes, Jerry the Turtle, Matt Furious. That just pick. Let's just.
Here, I'll just look at it.
Yeah. Let's take. We're gonna take a look and see which one's gonna be the better chart for us. So the reason we want to know which pair do you want, just so we can have a better idea. Oh, bet this is super new.
Oh my goodness, this is okay. Let me look at another one.
Yeah, let's look at another one just to get the most data as possible.
True. This was JYI.
Have you heard of those exchanges, Polonex before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, these are definitely solid exchanges.
Okay. Let's see this one. Is that
a little bit more?
Okay.
A little bit more. All right, so let's take a look at this one.
All right, we're gonna do this one. What is it? Go ahead.
So
let me get it on the screen.
Okay, JJ back up.
Let me get on the screen, guys. All right, so for the next coin, we're gonna do this is a live chat request. We're gonna do what is it? JYAI Jerry something turtle coin.
Turtle coin.
We love it. This is a fun one. I'm gonna hand it over to Crypto Poppy. He's gonna do live technical analysis on Jerry the Turtle coin.
All right, so I'm not gonna attempt to say the whole name or the abbreviation, but we have Jerry the Turtle paired with something. What's it paired with? Paired with something. USDC.
Yeah, USDC.
Something like that. Weekly time frame, and it's data's coming from crypto.com, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look too bad, and I did see in the chat a minute ago that he said it's about a year old. So we have here April 21st, 2025. This just looks good, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Outside of not knowing anything else and forgetting that it's a meme token and it's just a joke, this looks good. This is a great setup, especially for the weekly time frame and it being a new token. Because what could happen here? We have so much consolidation, such tight price action. This has potential to just blow up, especially if and when it starts to get listed on big regular main exchanges, Binance, Bitfinex. What do we have? Kraken.
KuCoin. He said KuCoin. He just said
KuCoin is cool.
they just I guess they're looking to be listed in KuCoin and Kraken.
Yeah, KuCoin would be awesome.
Yeah.
Kraken would definitely open up for the big
more money.
the big exchanges
Yeah.
for money to really flow in. This you should save this one too, JJ.
Yeah.
Save this one to the memory bank because this could definitely be one to dabble in.
Okay.
Looking at the price and looking at the setup too, and where it could potentially go is awesome. So let's do this. Let's do our regular Fibonacci, but this one I'm going to do from candle bodies. So I'm going to do candle body, the top of this red candle from August 18th, 2025. And I'm going to extend it out, and I'm looking right down here for our zero movement for our swing low. Looks like November 17th, 2025. We're going to go with that, extend it out to the right. We're going to save this because this is definitely going to come into play in the near future. So you have here, right? The token created an all-time high, wicked up nice and high before closing a decent portion lower. Let me measure that from the top of the all-time high wick to the bottom of the candle body where it actually closed was just about 30%. So that's not as bad as I thought it would be. I was expecting that wick, honestly, to be like 70% or something crazy because all these zeros are
I know it's hard.
These zeros are crazy.
That's why we got to look at the percentages, see what's the potential here.
True. So just solely going based off of, we can't really go based off of very much here, but just solely going based off of how new it is. It's a meme token. These are extremely popular. This is the meme era, the past 5 or 6 years. So I'm sure this is going to blow up at some point. Liquidity too, I would like to look into see how their liquidity is. From current price to the 236 Fibonacci is, oh my goodness, 238%. To the to the 618, 620% to the upside. To the 786 Fibonacci, 793% to the upside. So we're just going to keep it at that for measuring the movement. But according to the Fibonacci, and this is measured movements, the Fibonacci is a great tool. So if and when the turtle token starts to create all-time highs, look for 0.00041. Then look for 0.00065. 0.00089, and so on and so forth. The Fibonacci is a guiding tool. So once we start to break all-time highs, once it gets listed on KuCoin, once it gets listed on Kraken, then Binance, you could look to see when we go into price discovery mode, where could we potentially go before facing a rejection, right? And this is thousands of percentages to the upside up here. But again, you saw 700% movement just right in here, right? Mm-hmm. To start to retrace to where it currently was. Mm-hmm. And that's just healthy movement of what happens in the crypto space, right? We had that nice run up. We had that drop down to the downside, but we didn't retrace at 100% before making a new all-time high. And then we did retrace those gains 100%. But, if you were in the token back here, you would definitely, I would say, lock in some profit, not financial advice. And currently, just like we said in the past couple videos, if you're averaging into this token and your average price is above current market price, that's a buy. Financial advice. If you bought in somehow before it was listed here on crypto.com, then I would say hold off. If your average price is lower than current market price, hold off. But again, I would highly doubt it because it looks like we're at the bottom, right?
Yep.
And what goes down must
go up.
So it's not rocket science. It's not anything extremely difficult. It's such a new token. It's going to be hard to do technical analysis on, but we have our Fibonacci. The Fibonacci, if and when this starts to come up to the upside, the Fibonacci is going to guide you on where price is potentially going to go. And definitely, again, not financial advice, but these would be amazing levels. All of these numbers in white would be great levels to take profit in and get out. And I'm going to save that. And we're moving on to the next token.
All right. So thank you, Mohammed, for giving us this token. It's very interesting. I love the name.
Yep.
Jared the Turtle, super fun name. We love it. Put your money into it. All your life savings, 401k, your
Not
house.
financial advice.
Just kidding, guys. But yeah, but that hey, Crypto Poppy said it just by looking at it. It seems like it's gonna pop too. As soon as everything starts popping, it's gonna be like popcorn. Pop, 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 pop. All is gonna go off. All right. So, anyways, thank you. Thank you for that, Vader Mohammed. Badir Mohammed. Is that how you say it? I think I'm saying it correctly like that. But anyways, the next one, Bisalka. We're gonna do the next one you asked for. It's gonna be XLM with pair with a USDT.
Okay, let me grab it real quick. And then does he have a exchange preference?
Let's see what we could pull up real quick. Let me show the screen. Do you have a Bisalka? Do you have an exchange preference? Please let us know if which one you will like. We'll wait for you. We got a little bit of time for you. Let's see, Doctor. Yeah, so for Dr. Hot Sauce Phil, Anvil, that's definitely a good coin to look into. They're working directly.
Anvil.
They're working directly with AMP, so that's another one that you might look into as well. But definitely, Crypto Pop is more leaning towards Anvil. He loves that coin a lot.
I do.
You know, that's his love at first sight. So
true. All right, we could start XLM.
All right, we'll start
pair on the Binance.
All right, well, so let me go back to the screen. Before we move on to the next live technical analysis, please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're currently at 789 subscribers. We're on the road to 1,000. Please make sure you subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing. It's free, and you guys know if you guys make a request for us, we'll help you out. We'll cover the coins that you guys want us to cover. If you have questions about crypto, Crypto Poppy here has been in the market for a really long time, so he has a lot of wisdom to give us. And if you have questions, he'll definitely answer them to the best of his knowledge. But anyways, the next one we're going to cover on this live stream is going to be XLM paired with USDT. We're going to hand it over to Crypto Poppy.
All right, so we have Stellar paired with Tether, weekly time frame. Data's coming in from Coinbase, and these are charts I like right here.
Okay,
all the way back from mid 2018. But let's go to most recent, most current price action here. Let's zoom in here. We have no technical analysis done on this. So let's throw in a Fibonacci, but I'm trying to think on how I want to draw it. Do I want to go and do this big movement, or do I just want to stay current here? I would say let's go on the...
Do you want to plot a big Fibonacci and then a small Fibonacci like you used to?
No, not the extensions right now.
Okay.
But yeah, in the future, yes. But these coins have got to take off.
Gotcha.
They need to start taking off. So go ahead. You guys could see the method to my madness here. So I'm looking at this green wick here and extending it out, getting that lined up. See how it looks, right? It looks decent, looks good where it sat down. Some resistance there. Yeah, let's keep it there. I like that. It's going to play around with it a little bit more, but that's not bad. So XLM looks solid. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's definitely made a nice movement here. Late 2024, early 2025, had a little retrace, but we didn't retrace 100% of those gains. We definitely held up, so we created a higher low than the previous lows. But when we started to move up to the upside, we did not create a new higher high. So right off the bat, outside of our Fibonacci, we definitely could add a trend line that'll act as resistance. So first touch point is our one move, our swing high on XLM. Second touch point for the trend line is going to be there on that top of the red wick on July 14th, 2025. And let's lock it into place, and we have it extended out to the right. Ooh, let's unlock it and raise it ever so slightly. Right there. That should be a little bit better. Perfect. So we're just plotting this trend line so you could see where we could possibly find some resistance when we start to move up to the upside. before getting to the 618, we could definitely find some resistance on that trend line with our 2 touch points here. And then let's see here. What do I want to look at? I guess we could just start breaking out the measuring tool now. There's not too much to do on XLM because, again, just like the previous couple tokens we've talked about, we're pretty close to that zero movement. We're close to our local bottom. So what do we do at local bottoms? Not financial advice, is buying opportunities. From current price to our zero movement is about 13% to the downside. To our 236 Fibonacci level is 31% to the upside. To our overhead trend line that I'm sure will act as resistance in the near future when we start to move up to the upside is about 80% to the upside. From current price to our 618 Fibonacci level at about 46.5 cents is 102% movement to the upside. And our 786 at about 54 cents is 136% movement to the upside. So very minimal downside with it being that 13% with a huge upside potential. And XLM is a solid coin. It's been around for a very long time. So the support and resistance levels will definitely hold up strong. But just zooming out and getting a little bit more data,
oh man,
we definitely, there is some risk down here with retesting these lows. But again, if this holds up and the market starts to shift and start moving to the upside, beautiful, beautiful profits on the horizon, awesome things that XLM can do. All-time high looks like it's about 80 cents. But according to our Fibonacci, if and when we start making this beautiful movement, all we have to do is break this high before we're going to be right there at our previous all-time high. And what do we have? If and when we start breaking all-time highs, we have our Fibonacci to guide us. We have 90 cents. We have $1.34. We have $1.78. So definitely a lot of upside potential on XLM. If this is a long-term hold for you, you love and believe in the token. I mean, great upside potential for it with minimal downside. And again, like I've been saying for every token, if you're dollar cost averaging into this, not financial advice, and your average price is above current market price, and we're 13% away from our zero movement, this is a beautiful buying opportunity, not financial advice.
Before you move on, check on the chat. I think Dr. Hot Sauce had a comment or question. Can it not break 0.19 though?
Let's see. Can it not break below 0.19 though? No. So if it breaks below that, we're just going to have a new zero movement for our Fibonacci, just like this wick, right? We wicked below this right on October 6, 2025, we wicked below it, but we got bought right back up. That's why I didn't plot the Fibonacci swing low down here, right? Because it looks a little bit cleaner up here, right? We have that green wick. We have this green wick over here. But if we do break below the Fibonacci, which is at about almost 20 cents, 19.7 cents, if we break below it, then we would just look to the left, right? We have 13 cents where it could possibly come to. We have 11 cents where it could possibly come to. Just things get a lot more dicey if we do break that swing low, the zero movement of the Fibonacci at the high 19-cent range. But again, not financial advice. The current market we're in, we should continue to the upside. So that's why I just cover that downside potential to the zero movement. But yeah, no, if we break below it, we're safe. But again, things are going to get a little dicey, a little bit more blood in the water because we would have to find support down at about 13 to 11 cents.
Can you this is the last measure for this one. Before the breakout, how much of a percentage did it move up on that big old green
can?
Right. Yeah, just right. Yeah.
High? Yeah, definitely. Let's take a look here. So right before its previous breakout from the low to the high, 615%. Oh my goodness. That's awesome. So you 6x'd your money if you bought at the bottom and sold the exact top, but that's a lot harder to do than you think.
Yep.
Again, not financial advice. We're saving this one, XLM.
Yes.
That's a great, awesome setup. And I definitely want to go back to look to see if that zero movement holds up or if we break below it. But I highly doubt it. Just my opinion. We should continue to the upside. My eyes would definitely be on the 236 at about 30 cents. And then again at our trend line that I drew that has 2 touch points here at current price would take us to about 43 cents. So all eyes on there. Definitely not financial advice, but if I was in the token and if I'm dollar cost averaging and I'm at current price, if my average price is below current price that it's at, I would definitely take some little bit off the table at the trend line and at the 618 just to potentially reinvest it at the 236. You're going to accumulate and grow your overall holdings in the token. But that's all I have for XLM.
I think Dr. Hot says reply if you want to reply on the live.
Can it break below? So we saw that it has relatively. Oh yeah, I agree. A great bounce off of our zero movement. Yeah. So we just need to continue to move to the upside on it. XLM looks great.
All right. So I know we had another one from Bisalka, the same guy that wanted the XLM USDT. Now he wants Gala USDT.
What is it?
GALA USDT.
All right.
Gala. Which one is Gala? Let's see.
All right. And he said USDT.
Yep. USDT. Yep. Right there. Gala USDT. Bitfinex.
All right. Let's see what kind of data we have on this.
Yeah, let's pull it up real quick. Okay. Oh,
okay. Yeah.
That's good. Okay. Let me.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. Before we go to the next live technical analysis, subscribe to the YouTube channel. You guys, especially you guys in the live chat, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you get notified when we go live. You see, you guys get a lot of knowledge here in this live technical analysis shows. That was that. All right, so we're gonna do a live technical analysis on Gala pair with USDT, and I'm gonna hand it over to Crypto Poppy.
All right, so we have Gala paired with UST. Watch the comments to make sure that's right. Weekly time frame and data is coming in from Bitfinex. So it looks like it was listed on Bitfinex.
Oh yeah, USDT. Is this not Tether?
Well, I don't know. It's on Bitfinex.
All right, we'll go with this.
So it's not bad.
Yeah, we'll go with this.
Looks like it was listed March 14th, 2022. So it has been around for quite some time. Pretty impressed.
Okay.
So let's zoom into current price and see what we have here. So this one, a Fibonacci, is going to be extremely difficult to place just because these two are pretty close together. But I'm going to plot it off of the closest, most current swing high from December 2nd, 2024. So let's break out the Fibonacci. Let's go from the swing high wick. And let's go down here to the swing low. So we have the swing high wick here for the Fibonacci, December 2nd, 2024. I'm doing the swing low of the bottom of this red wick from October 6, 2025, locking it into place so we could save it for the future. And let's just take a look here. Yeah, I mean, it looks solid. We had that one movement up here. We started to come back down, and that one movement was after, let's see, that run up for before the breakout. Oh my goodness, 276% in the matter of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. That is awesome.
That's awesome. That's good.
Almost 300% in 5 weeks. That is great. Then it started to melt to the downside here. You could see here we found some support here in no man's land. Came up to the 618. Got slapped down as rejected as resistance before coming down to the 236. And again, we bounced around, played around it. It was resistance, resistance, a little support, resistance, resistance, resistance. Came all the way back down, made our zero movement. And we have been grinding to the downside. But potentially last week's candle could propel us to the upside, even though this current week with 17 hours, 52 minutes, and 42 seconds left. It's not looking too good. It looks like it wants to melt to the bottom. But if some buyers could step into the market and turn that the current candle green. Definitely would expect it to come and start approaching the 236 level. Just off the top of my head, let's break out the measuring tool. From current price down to the zero movement of the Fibonacci would be about 46% movement to the downside. From current price to the 236, oh my goodness, 154% movement to the upside.
Whoa.
From current price to the 618, 489% movement to the upside. So you do with that 40-ish, 46% movement to the downside, there is a lot of risk still left in this token for downside movement, but there's huge upside potential. And you could see the way this token moves. When it moves, it moves. When it moves, it moves. When it moves, even this small movement would still put this movement into the 236, which would be an awesome movement to the upside. But for me personally, the risk to reward would not pass in my books currently. But again, maybe some of the other pairings have more data that you could personally see. And if you've been in this token for quite some time, and again, if your average price is above current market price, definitely buy it. Keep dollar cost averaging, not financial advice. Be a great thing to do to accumulate and grow your holdings and bring down your average price. So when it does put in that 2, 3, 4, 5, 600% movement to the upside and beyond and start approaching its previous all-time highs, that you're leveraged beautifully. So again, the risk to reward currently isn't there for me, but if this is a token you love, a token that you've endured the storm, you've been holding it for multiple years, continue to dollar cost average, do your thing. It looks like relief should be in the near future. Not financial advice, just mine and our opinion, but looks like a great token. I'm definitely going to save it for the future. Thank you for sharing it with us.
Thank you. That was from, let me get your name right, Bisalka. Thank you for requesting those coins. That's good to know. We always learn about a new coin every stream that we do. Did you go through ADA already? Yes, we just did. I think we just
we did it about 30 minutes ago.
We did about 30
but
minutes.
Look out for the video because Jonathan JJ will break these up and throw them out. ADA paired with the US dollar, ADA 500% gains in the incoming, and it'll just be the snippet from the live video format.
Yeah, I'll break down this live stream into each individual segment for each coin. So let me show you guys real quick because this is what I wanted to show you guys. If you guys haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please subscribe right now. We're currently at 791 subscribers. We gain 3 subscribers right now.
Follow me on X, Crypto Poppy _ Mike.
Follow him on X, Crypto Poppy _ Let me, you know what? Let me let's do this real quick. I'll show you guys. Why not? Let's just pull it up. We can pull it up. We got the technology to do this. All right, let's see. All right, follow Crypto Poppy on X. This is his page right here. He's all about Anvil.
Anvil.
Let's see. Will Anvil have a major coin central exchange listed? Coinbase. We wanted to go to Coinbase.
Yes.
Follow him on X. If this is where the crypto community is at, if you don't have an X, make one. Get on there. Talk about X. Talk about crypto on there. Is the most popular place where everything crypto is popping. All right, and also, let's see what else I wanted to show you guys. So like Crypto Poppy just mentioned as well, when we do a live stream, we end up breaking down the videos.
These are his receipts.
This is my receipt. So we did the last live technical analysis. We cover Ethereum Classic. We cover Algorand, Swift Coin, SWFT Coin, NCT, Polyswarm, COMP, Compound. We cover Dash. We cover XRP, Ethereum, regular Ethereum, the Bitcoin, AMP, Zcash. So we covered all those coins on the previous live streams. So stay up to date, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified when my videos go up. All right. So that's
all right. Hold on. Stay on there real quick. Let me answer the chat. So why the hype for Anvil? Anvil is It was created by the creators of Flexa, which created the AMP token and then created the Anvil token. AMP and Flexa provide crypto digital asset payments for over 40,000 plus stores, retail stores here in the United States. And this is where we're located. We're in California in the United States. They have, my favorite would be Baskin Robbins, not to sound like a big back. They have Baskin Robbins, they have Petco, they have Chipotle if you want burritos. They have so many different locations, Nordstrom Rack, where you could pay with your crypto. So, and then they created the AMP token to provide collateral to fuel those payments. Because if you go somewhere and you try to pay with Bitcoin, you have to wait for the network to process it, blah, 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 to go through on the blockchain. Compared to with AMP, we have stakers, where we stake our AMP to the Flexa capacity. That makes it instant, makes it fraud proof. So then fast forward to, okay, now they want to get into the credit side of it, digital letters of credit. They couldn't have AMP do something that AMP wasn't created to do. That AMP is a collateral token. It's not a digital letter of credit token. So then the geniuses behind AMP and Flexa were like, okay, well, somebody needs to step down and overtake that and create this and build that, and which in turn became Anvil. So I'm a big believer in Anvil. I love the people behind Flexa, behind AMP, the creators, truly modern day geniuses, definitely ahead of their time. They could be doing anything else, but instead they're trying to improve our banking, our payments, our digital letter of credit infrastructure, right? We hold all of this digital credit. We hold all of this digital currency. We hold all of these long-term holdings and swing trades, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, AMP, Zcash, Comp, whatever it may be. Why can't we go buy a house with that as collateral? Why don't the banks recognize that so we could go put down payment on a house and show, hey, I have $1 million in Bitcoin. Will you, Wells Fargo, give me a loan for that? No, nowhere does that. It's not recognized like that. But that's what Anvil, that's what they're they are building. Mm-hmm. They have product. They're actually out there doing something. They're not just talking about it. They're actually moving forward and innovating and creating the future for us. So that's why I love Anvil. I love the people that are building it. I love how they went about it. I love that they tried to make it work for AMP, but they realized, hey, this can't work. AMP was created solely to be a collateralized token that anybody could do. It's open source. Anybody could utilize the AMP token to provide collateral for any pool that they want. Just like how Dash does it with Dash Pay, how Zcash does it with Zashi, I don't know how to really say it, but that's all powered through the AMP token. That's all collateralized through AMP. That's all powered through Flexa capacity. That's all powered through Flexa. So I'm super passionate about it. I love it. That's so much of what I buy. That's so much of what my brain revolves around is Anvil. Anvil is the sun in my brain.
Yes.
Everything else just revolves around the sun.
No, yeah. Anvil. So when I remember this conversation we had when I started getting into crypto because of Crypto Poppy. Before I move on. So yeah, this is from the Litecoin Summit when we did it in 2022. Sorry, we were there. Tyler, he's the creator of AMP, Flexa. And also now he's the creator of Anvil. Is it Ampera? Is it still Ampera, the foundation?
AMP side is Ampera for the foundation. Anvil side is the Anvil protocol.
So now he started an AMP. handed it off to Danny McComb. Yeah, that's his name, right? McComb. But anyways, now he's on Ambit. But he did a great speech during the Litecoin Summit, talking about how money started, why we use money, and got all the way up to crypto. So if you guys, I would definitely recommend you guys watch it. It's great. It's a great speech. But yeah, so the conversation that I was talking about with Crypto Poppy here, was talking about he was so, his passion passed on to me about crypto, when he's talking about he wanted to find the next blue chip coin, right? The next Bitcoin, the next
big thing
in the crypto market. And we definitely think that AMP, it's one of those big things. Ambo is another one of those big things. The biggest. Yeah. We're talking about the next, the next payment processor of the future, kind of like PayPal, but Ambil, Flexa for the crypto market. And also now you got PayPal getting into the crypto market.
Right. Yeah. They have a stable coin.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Yep. And now, Ambil to come in the side of lending now, to AM for the processing side of payments, and now Ambil for the lending side. I'm a realtor, so I deal with a lot of lenders, and now you're gonna be able to, at some point, hopefully, I get to the point that I could even push this to, like, hey, you wanted to borrow some money. This is the way we could do it now, because there's a lot of things you got to check for a loan. Can send you with a lender. They got to check your credit, your work history, There's a lot of things like that. But if you're a young person looking to buy your next house, your first house, and you got crypto because you don't trust banks now, the Ambil's gonna be one of those things that are gonna help
you. Could ledger your holdings.
Yep, exactly.
Leverage your holdings,
and you won't have to sell your crypto to get financial help through Ambil and
Anvil protocol. There's companies building upon the Anvil protocol. So in the future, this is something else they do, that it's seamless. They want it to be so easy, just like tapping your Visa card. You don't understand how the back end works. You don't understand exactly how that Visa card works and how it's powered. That's how simple that these geniuses have created Flexa and AMP. That's how they are going about Anvil. They want it to be to where so many people use it. You go on, like I sent you yesterday, that link that I sent you yesterday was a bank in Europe that's built on the Anvil protocol, that's utilizing the Anvil protocol, that you go on it, you won't know, this is powered by Anvil. Oh, this digital letter of credit is powered through this Anvil protocol. No, it's just built on that and it's incorporated. Right. So it's a thing of beauty. I love it.
So yeah, that's what all the hype's about with Anvil. And now, we're very passionate about these coins. We've been in it for so long, and it's just a matter of time, guys. Just a matter of time. All right. Anyways, last thing I'll mention about that, Danny McComb, the current CEO of Flexa, he was one of the guys that was in Congress trying to, get all this crypto laws passed, talking to multiple congressmen, and, basically educated them about crypto payments and all that. So, I mean, he's in the forefront of that. So just imagine if Flexa could be part of the government somehow. That's going to be insane.
Right.
All right. So anyways, guys, that was that for what coin we were talking about completely.
Gala
USDT. That was that for that. And the next one, we still have a list. We got a few left. Let me see. I don't want to keep Crypto Poppy all night.
Oh, you too. We have wine tasting tomorrow.
I mean, I'm already all hyped up though. I'm excited. Okay, guys. Let's see. The next one's gonna be Polygon MATIC. I know we covered this a while back. It's been a long time. We covered a lot of those. Dr. Hot Sauce, you know what? I know he's asking about upside and downside with Ambil. We'll talk about that later. I think we're going to have to just do one live stream where we talk about Ambil and AMP.
True, yeah.
Because it's a lot to cover. It's a lot.
You said, what are we doing? Polymesh?
Yeah, no, not Polymesh. Polygon. MATIC.
Oh, no, yeah. I don't have that on here.
No, you don't. I know we did. I think we.
Yeah, I probably.
Yeah,
one of the times I deleted it. I don't want this on mine.
So yeah, sorry, Doc. No, we're definitely gonna. I'll probably make a video about it too, just more more structure and scripted, so it's more it's flow smoother than what we're talking about. They work hand to hand. It's a lot of great things with that. So those are And it's funny because with AMP, every time there's good news coming out of the company, the price is not moving. So a lot of people are getting frustrated with that. But we're here for the long term, guys. We got Crypto Poppy looking for it real quick.
Oh, you got to tell me again because Polygon ecosystem token popped up, and I know that's not.
No, that's not it. MATIC. 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 MATIC.
Oh, it's right at the top.
Oh, okay, okay.
Thing. I see now. I see.
You got it. You got it.
I believe so. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah.
Okie dokie. All right. All right. We'll get into it more, Dr. Hot Sauce. Definitely, you got to be excited. We definitely got to make a video about it and tell you guys why Ambil is a good opportunity, maybe if you're really thinking crypto long term. All right. Anyways, guys, the next slide technical analysis that we're going to do is going to be Polygon, MATIC, and I'm going to hand it over to Crypto Poppy.
All right. So I know it says POL right here, but we have MATIC paired with the US dollar, weekly time frame. Data's coming in from capital.com.
Okay.
So you could see here, we had a nice, beautiful movement back here in early 2021, just like most things back then, but we came right back down. We created a brand new all-time high late 2021 before just melting to the downside and retracing all of those gains before going slightly sideways, grinding to the upside, then grinding to the downside for about a year, and then sideways in 2024. Right? Continuing down to the downside mid 2024. Late 2024, we tried to make a little pump to the upside before rejecting straight to the downside. This is going to be a hard one to do technical analysis on right here. But I could see here we could plug in a Fibonacci from this level back here. So let me just adjust the chart a little better. Just this. We'll go swing high there. So let's get our Fibonacci. We're going to drop from the swing high here, top of the red wick from March 11th, 2024. Let me line it up right there. Extend it out. And it looks like a couple of weeks ago would be our zero movement. Looks like right over one more. December 22nd, 2025. And let's lock it into place. So, I mean, you could see here we have our swing high of our Fibonacci, and we just realistically melted to the downside to our 236, found a little resistance when we tried to come back above it, and then we pumped up, tried to make it to the 618, didn't quite make it there before moving to the downside, and finally making our zero movement, our swing low for the Fibonacci. So we did get a nice bounce off of it. Let me just measure to see how big of a bounce that was from the zero movement to current price. Oh my gosh, 100% movement off of the Fibonacci is crazy. Let me just dial this in a slightly better, little tighter. Right about there. Lock it back into place. So about 100% movement right here just off of our Fibonacci was pretty crazy. Let's see from, let's do a trend line as well. Why not? But you know what? Let's do it from let's do it. Whoops. Delete that. Let's do it from a different point, a little further back. Because if I plotted a trend line from this point to this point, it's going to be super extreme, and it'll probably show that we're already breaking through it. So I'm going to plot a trend line from this touch point here on February 13th, 2023. Second touch point will be at our zero movement, which is March 11th, 2024. And we'll just have it extended out to the right. 1, 2, let's lock it into place. It looks good. So here we have our overhead trend line, which is going to act as resistance when we do start to approach it. We have our Fibonacci set up. We bounced off of our zero movement. So all eyes are going to be on the 236. Next step would be our overhead trend line. Then following that would be our 618. So let's get our measuring tool out. From current price, roughly current price, to our zero movement, we have about a 47% movement to the downside. So definitely have some risk, decent risk to the downside. To our 236 fib level, we have 106% movement to the upside. To our trend line, which will act as resistance, 313%. Jesus Christ. To our 618, 315%. So 40-ish percent risk to the downside, 355% reward to the upside. So high risk, definitely, with being over 40% to the downside, but definitely very high reward. And I would say, if this is a token you love, a token you're interested in, do that calculation. Is your average price above or below current market price? And that will tell you what you should do. Should you continue to dollar cost average, or should you just chill? Not financial advice. But again, you have those huge movements to the upside. Like anything else, nothing's going to go up forever and nothing's going to continue to come down forever. So definitely remember to take your profit, not financial advice. Take your profit, put it elsewhere, go ball out with it, go enjoy it, pay your taxes with it, not financial advice. But again, a decent setup with MATIC paired with the US dollar. I personally would be and this is just my opinion, I probably wouldn't get into it unless I wanted to dollar cost average, because that 40%, man, you're talking about if it comes down that 48, 46%, whatever it may be, and you waited to buy down there, now you have 40%, 46, 48% more token just by being patient and waiting. But again, you're not going to care too much if it just starts to rocket to the upside and you get that 300 plus percent to the upside. So again, that's all I have for MATIC paired with the US dollar. I'll definitely save it because I'm sure we'll come back to it in the future. Back to JJ.
Oh my goodness. It has a lot of upside potential. Just in that setup. It's been going down for a really long time. It keeps going down, down, down. But you know what happens when you hit rock bottom? There's only one way to go. And it's up.
True.
All right, guys. So we got two more. This is the last two. Chainlink. Link. L-I-N-K.
Oh, yeah, I have Link.
Oh, he has.
But I'm just looking at the chat. Upside and downside potential with Anvil. Anvil definitely has some downside potential, which I hope that it comes through because I would be able to buy a lot more for a smaller amount, right? My buying power would be increased if Anvil comes down. Upside potential, there's none. In my head, I would say 25 cents would be awesome, but I would definitely take a little bit of profit before that. Realistically, let's get Anvil to a penny before expecting 5 cents, 7 cents, 10 cents, 12 cents, 15 cents, 20 cents, 25 cents, so on and so forth. But how I look at upside potential with Anvil is that I would look at its circulating supply, its max supply, and I would find tokens that have been in the market, XRP, longer than Anvil that have the similar mathematical equation of circulating supply, max supply, and I would go based off of that for my upside potential. But so now let's get into Link real quick.
Let him pull it up real quick. In the meantime, all right, he got it. In the meantime, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Currently at 791 subscribers. We want to get to 1,000. It doesn't cost a thing. Please subscribe. All right. So for the next live technical analysis coin that we're going to do right now is going to be Chainlink, L-I-N-K. I'm going to hand it over to Crypto Poppy.
All right.
Ooh, look at
we
that.
have Chainlink paired with the US dollar. Weekly time frame. Data's coming in from Coinbase. So you could tell this is an old one because my chart is still yellow. My fib is yellow. I love it white now. And you know what I do? I need to unlock it so I could adjust it and bring it out more because we've outgrown it. But I need to see the bottom. All right. Right there. Let's lock it back into place. And let's see, we could adjust the chart back here. Let's take a look at it again. Just zoom out. I just want to look at it because we don't look at this too often, and I don't look at it ever. So again, Chainlink paired with the US dollar, weekly time frame data is coming in from Coinbase. We have the Fibonacci back adjusted and extended out. We have a great, beautiful movement here on Chainlink. We have our swing high at about $53. We have our swing low at about $4.89. That's a huge swing. So you could see here we came down to the 236. We came up to the 618. I have this red box because this wick eventually needs to be filled from November 8th, 2021, and just have it extended out and locked into place. We also have this wick, this red box here to fill these wicks from January 10th, 2022, and just have it extended out there. But other than that, I mean, we could definitely plot a trend line since we've been doing that all video long. Trend line here, first touch point December 2nd, 2024. Second touch point is going to be here, August 11th, 2025, and just have it extended out to the right. Just somewhere that we could potentially get a rejection from, but hopefully not. And once we break above the trend line and start getting candle bodies to close above it, that's definitely a very bullish sign. Then we could also put a trend line to the bottom, it looks like here, if my eyes aren't deceiving me. So a trend line for support. First touch point here would be August 5th, 2024. Second touch point, I'm going to go with here, this green one from this green wick to the downside from March 31st, 2025. And I'm going to lock that into place. So you could see here that trend line to the downside has guided us to the slowly to the upside, right? We get too far above it, we get pulled to it, right? We have that setup here. We're kind of ping-ponging in here. And this one's kind of the best setup for this wedge formation here that for technical analysis. So let's straight just break out the measuring tool. We're at the bottom of the trend line for support. Next, what could we expect to come up to the top of the overhead trend line as that's acting as resistance? And to do that is about a 96% movement to the upside. So the way this looks, it looks like we could ping pong in here a little bit, come up to the upside, come down, come up, come back down before breaking above it. But what you would like to see is come above it, potentially get a slight rejection before breaking above it and getting candle bodies to close on the top of this trend line, and for this trend line to flip from resistant to support now before catapulting us up to the 618 and above and beyond that. So let's get our measuring tool out since we've been doing that for all of the tokens here. From current price to our 236 is about 23% to the upside. From current price to the top of our overhead trend line is about 95%. From current price to our 618 Fibonacci is 160%. From current price to our 786 Fib level is 222%. So very minimal downside with Link, with very great upside. And I mean, you could potentially make some great money playing this wedge formation here, right? Take some profit, reinvest, take some profit, reinvest, then just stay all eyes here. After doing that a couple times, all eyes would be on the 618 and above. Not financial advice, but Chainlink looks great. That's a great setup. That's one I'm going to save and probably come back to later to take a peek at.
Yep, I think that's, yeah, definitely it's a lot of potential for Chainlink. The risk to reward ratio is there for a good move. You guys saw that. That was that for Chainlink. All right, the last one but not least. This is gonna be this is pretty popular on YouTube. We haven't done a video on it in a while, so it's gonna be Songbird SGB.
Oh, I know I have that one.
Yes, you should have it there on the list. So that's a
yeah, we're closing out good tonight.
Yeah,
let's
so
do it.
So this is the last one for today. And let me see. Let me check the chat because I think the chat's a little sleepy right now. They're tired, and that's okay. We're tired too.
Get some rest.
Let's get some rest. So let's call this one the last one right here. So the last but not least, for the live technical analysis show today, we're going to be doing live technical analysis on Songbird SGB. I'm going to hand it over to Crypto Bobby.
All right, so last but not least, we have SGB paired with the US dollar. We're on the weekly time frame and data is coming in from Kraken. So just to look at it here on the weekly time frame, nice and zoomed out. Just look, we've done technical analysis on it before. We have a purple trend line. We have a couple white horizontal rays. So now let's dig in and take a deeper look at see what's currently going on with SGB Songbird. Now for JJ, I'll finally plot a Fibonacci on here. We're going to go based off of this swing high, which is on December 16th, 2024. I'm just moving off to the side so I can line it up. And it looks like our swing low is going to be at pretty much current price action. Let me zoom in to get the good zero movement of our Fibonacci. Perfect. Lock it into place and adjust the chart back so we can take a look. All right, so SGB, the Fibonacci doesn't look too bad here. I don't like, though, that how we didn't make that wick up to the 618, but I guarantee you if I move that zero movement to the candle body instead of the wick, it would line up a little bit better. But I like to keep it nice and stretched out to show where we could potentially go, and where, you know, sooner rather than later, we are going to start moving to the upside, right? Like we say, nothing continues to the downside forever, but SGB, you sure do look like you love going to the downside. Jesus Christ, look at that. Oh, that's going to be an amazing measure right here.
Oh, boy.
To the trend line that's lining up with the 2 movement of the 618.
Sheesh.
That's going to be a huge, huge number. But anyways, let's go in and let's look at relevant price action. So we are at the bottom of the Fibonacci. Real quick, I do want to measure that bounce off of the zero movement. Has been about a 33% bounce. So that's admirable. That's a good bounce off of the zero movement. And we could continue that momentum as long as altcoins continue to move to the upside and they don't continue to bleed and move to the downside. So could we plot a trend line that would look clean? Not really, because first touch point, second touch point, that would just end up right here. Not relevant. Any trend lines that could go to the downside? No, that wouldn't be relevant. 1 and 2, I guess we could do that. Let's see what it looks like. So I'm going to plot a trend line real quick. Bottom of it is on this green candle that I'm trying to line up on November 20th, 2023. Let's see if I could get it here. Second touch point I'm going to put right down here for on November 4th, 2024. Happy birthday, Drew Drop. Boy, November 4th is his birthday. Extend it out and lock it into place. So I just plotted that to where we could potentially come up and face some resistance here. That could potentially flip and start guiding us to the upside like it did here back in the day. Not really much analysis to do on it besides that. So let's get measuring tools out. From current price down to the zero movement is about 22% movement to the downside. So not too bad of risk to the downside on SGB. To the 236, oh my goodness, 142% movement to the upside for Songbird. To our trend line, which is going to currently act as resistance, is 160% movement from current price to our trend line. And once we break above that trend line and start to get daily candle body closures above that, all eyes would be on the 618. And from current price action, that's 406%. Next movement would be our 786, is 523% movement to the upside. And just for the giggles, but this coin can move roughly from current price up to the trend line. Is 2,168.91% movement to the upside, which is a thing of absolute beauty. And I mean, you know, let's just zoom out and look. I mean, we've been there before. We've been higher than that before. We've been even higher than that before. So who's to say once we start moving and curling up to the upside and knocking out these couple 100% movements to the upside, momentum will start coming in. Hype will start building around the token. It'll probably get listed everywhere if it's not already. Forgive me for not knowing that off the top of my head. But, when hype moves in, when money starts flowing in, more buys than sells, SGB could put in that 2,000% movement to the upside. Not financial advice, but if you're a fanboy of SGB, if you've been buying SGB loyally, dollar cost averaging into it, like I always say, take a look at your average price and then take a look at current market price. If your average price is above current market price, continue to dollar cost average. If your average price is below current market price, then hey, cool it. Enjoy. Start looking into where to lock into some profits. Take out what you at least put into the token and play with house money. Let the profits be what you're fully exposed to. Take out what you put in and enjoy the ride. There's plenty of upside potential with some downside potential, definitely with SGB. But again, if you're thinking we're in a bull market and going to continue to be in a bull market and have an altcoin season, hey, we're for it. We're about it. Let's do it. Not financial advice.
Hey, that was beautiful. A coin that recently did over 1,000% in percentages. It was Zcash. SEC, CEC. I think it did over 1,500%.
Yep.
So there you go, guys. So it's possible. It's been done before. It could be done again. Hopefully, we have they're talking about the super cycle this altcoin season. If we do have it, it's gonna be amazing. Okay, guys. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for tuning in today, especially everybody that was in the live chat. Let me give you a quick shout out to everybody that was in the live chat today. We appreciate you guys this time for tuning in and the effort you guys put into tuning in. Let's see, we had Vadir Mohammed, thank you for tuning in, my man. We have, let's see who else, Dr. Hot Sauce. I love that name. Thank you for tuning in, my man. Phil, that was his name. And who else? And Bisalka, thank you for tuning into the channel today. We appreciate you guys' support. Thank you guys for watching. I know it takes a lot of time and effort to sit down and watch a live stream sometimes. Let's see. So what will be your top? All right, so
I'm answering it already.
All right, so we have Dr. Hot Sauce Phil asked the question in the live chat. So he asked that. So to summarize it, what will be your top 3 contenders? And it's, of course, for Crypto Pop is going to be Anvil. Let's see. For me, I want to say Anvil number 1, number 2 is going to be Amp, and number 3. Right now it's Zcash because I'm still making profit on that.
True,
which is crazy.
So not financial advice. I'll give them an extra minute. Top 3 tokens that we're getting into currently, dollar cost averaging in, and I just got a screenshot today from JJ in the friend group chat that I could give financial advice to the close friend group. Is a coin that I like, and now this is not financial advice, is Ethereum Classic, ETC, Compound, COMP, and then Algorand. Yeah, Algorand. Not financial advice, but those are 3 tokens that have beautiful setups. They've been in the market for a very long time. A lot of data to back up the technical analysis that I do on them. And we've covered this in prior lives, and JJ does have videos out on these recent ones. So definitely go through the videos. We'll definitely probably cover them in the next live we do, because today's live was just to do coins that we don't really do, that we don't stay on top of, but that are still popular and relevant to get the clicks on YouTube. So our next live stream will definitely be the solid tokens that I love.
Yeah, we're going to be touching back on, let's see, we did the Ethereum Classic, we did the Algorand, we'll take
Polyswarm, NCT,
Comp, Dash, that's another one that we are invested in as well. AMP, that's another one, Zcash. So yeah,
but Dash is in there with Zcash. Is that it's already moved so much from our dollar cost average, it doesn't make sense for us to buy Zcash to buy Dash currently.
Yeah, because that's like we
not financial advice.
Not financial advice. So like we said, we're it's not about time in the market. It's about time in the market. Sounds very cringe, but it's kind of does. I mean, it does apply in this case because we've been buying Dash and Zcash over a year ago now. So
years.
So we're set up. We don't have to buy it anymore. We're not panicking to buy it because the prices are going up. We have been set up, and just take time and patience. And if you don't have the patience for crypto, I say don't even get in, because all you're going to end up doing is buying, price goes down, and you got to lose money. And we don't want that to happen to you, to have a bad experience with crypto, because I think, if you're watching our channel, you become close to us, and we could give you some knowledge and how to multiply your money with either having to be with crypto, precious metals and things like that. I think, what will be interesting, maybe we could do some technical analysis on precious metals later. We'll have some more fun with it. But in the meantime, thank you guys for tuning into the channel. We love you guys. Please make sure you subscribe before we log out. We're currently at 791 subscribers. We want to get to 1,000. It doesn't cost a thing to subscribe. Hit that bell, notification bell, so you get notified when we go live. I post a video. Like this video, comment down below, check out the other videos that we have in our channel. And yeah, I think that's it. You want to say bye to the people, Crypto Poppy?
See you later. Anvil Faux L.
See you guys later. Let's see. Let's get out of here. Let's put some music.